Namaskar. In this palm, we are going to discuss the effect of moon and the importance of moon, or how it is changing or affecting particular results, how it is affecting or it's modifying the results, etc. We will see here. In this palm, I have marked one, two, three, four, like that. These are actually explained in my book. In this video, we will primarily focus on the moon and how it is affecting this palm, although I will also give you some other explanations here and there. But in this palm, we are just going to mostly work on the effect of moon. Okay, now we will go a step further into this chart, palm chart, by first looking at the chart. Now if you observe in this chart, if you observe that this is a South Indian chart, of course, so you will have to look at it from the Rashi, fixed Rashi. This is Mesh, Vrishab, Mithun, like that, and the Mangal is in Karkatak or Karak Rashi. You can see that the Chandra is in Kumbh, okay, with Shani. So we are just going to go in depth into this. So before we go into the palm, let's look at the Chandra and the effect it is having on the other graha or other karakatwas of the other graha. Okay, so let's say moon placed in Kumbh Rashi is affecting the Saturn, number one. Now you see it is in trines with Mercury, therefore it is affecting the Mercury, which is Vyapar Karak. This person basically wants to start a textile shop. So in Nadi, whenever you want to start something or some textile, whatever business, you look at the Mercury and the Shani, and then see how the karakatwas of both are, where they are, whether he will be able to do vyapar or whether there will be obstructions, or when he can start. We look at the progression, we look at the gochar, and we of course look at the palm lines, and therefore it's easier to predict the timing of events. So here you will see that the moon is in trines with Mercury, okay, which I will explain very clearly. And Mercury seems to be strong, but it is in trines with Saturn also. You can see that the Saturn has a third aspect on Venus. Please note that point as well. Now, the other part which we have to observe here is that the Mangal is what you should be focusing on. So the Mangal is in Kark Rashi. Therefore, it is having influence, sambandh with Chandra. Okay, it has got influence of Chandra, strong influence of Chandra. So here we go, one by one. So in this case, we will see that where I put 4, this is where Mangal and Chandra are related. Okay, where I have put 2, this is where Shani and Chandra are related. Okay, and this one is very important. This is where Shani, Chandra, and Budha are related. So here we are looking at Vyapar, so we will have to focus on this part. Okay, so this is where the Mercury and Chandra are related. Now I am 100% sure that you know what Mercury and Moon combination are. It's not a very good combination because it can mean that the person can get cheated. Okay, so the vyapar might have fluctuations, or the trading might be in watery stuff, or the trading would involve a lot of traveling or public related, or trading or the business could involve a lot of ladies, karakatos of moon. And fluctuations is one other thing, because Chandra creates fluctuations, changes. So that is negative side, and positive side we have to see. But whether it is positive or negative cannot be judged by the chart alone. We have to look at the palm. So how the Mercury line is getting affected, is it getting afflicted or is it getting strengthened? We have to check all that, right? So that's why I'm focusing on Mercury and Moon. Yeah, of course there is Saturn here in trines. You can see that the Saturn is in trines here. So the number 3 is very very important, no doubt. Here there is no indication of Kuja and Rahu, although they are in trines. You can see they are in trines. There seems to be hardly any relation in the palm, okay, as far as palm is concerned. Now let us go to the palm, so that way we will be able to focus. Now we will see one by one. Excuse me. So let's say the kuja rekha here is suddenly changing its shape. You can see it is suddenly changing its shape and becomes like a sickle. So this part is suddenly, transforming into a sickle. It shows influence of moon. Okay, it shows influence of moon for sure. All right, and why does it show influence of moon? You can see that the Mars is in the Karkataka Rashi. Karka Rashi. It means the moon and Mars are making strong sambandh. Now, what does that mean? That can mean a lot of things. Of course, here we are not bothered about that. There are other issues in this palm, but here we are just focusing on the Vyapar Rekha. Now, my question, which I raised here earlier, was this one is the Vyapar Rekha. You can see this is the Vyapar Rekha. This is the Mercury line. This is the Shani Rekha. They are joint at this point. As you very well know that the Shani and the Mercury are in trines in the palm. In Nadi, we call them Yuti. Yuti means conjunction. In this case, it does show that the conjunction is strong. Okay, it is strong. Not in every palm you will see this, but even though the chart would be same, the Lagna is same, the Vargas are same, the D150 is, everything is same, but the palm may not be the same. Okay, so you can see that yes, there is a strong connection of Budha and Shani in this case. Well, what is the role of moon here? We have to look at that, right? We have to look at that now. So let us focus on the rekha here, which is the Buddha rekha. I'm going to zoom. See, 1 2 3. So you will see, and there is this rekha which comes like a island here. So there are 3 rekha which are afflicting or obstructing the flow of Mercury. These rekhas are linked to the ridges coming from the moon. It means in this palm, in this chart, the moon and the Mercury are not favorable to each other. In some other chart, a person who is born at the same time, same place, everything same, might not have this. Maybe in his palm, the moon would be giving some other effect based on the palm, but in this palm, it is not giving a good result. It is giving obstructions, because you can see that the flow is towards the Mercury line as if it is it's kind of encompassing it or trying to kind of bind it together so that it doesn't move, although it is trying to go forward. But you can see that every time he tries to go forward, there is some kind of obstruction, loss. Moon can also mean loss, so there could be some loss due to a female, or there could be loss due to some watery stuff, or maybe flood, maybe we don't know. There could be some problem with the PR or personal because public something accusations. Yes, moon also means accusation, so there could be something like that. There is one more line that also shows the strong effect of moon on the Mercury. Please observe this line carefully. This is one line. This is moon mount. Okay, this is one line. Now look at this weird line. Look at this, and this. So it goes and joins here. Did you observe that it goes this way and then goes this way and all the way up to the Mercury line? So from, of course, there's 1 2 3 and some 4, but there is one more which came all the way from here. It also shows this is a moon line. This is moon line, and it again goes and touches the Mercury. So in this palm, you can see that the moon is really having a strong impact on the Mercury. So what I have advised this person is that even though he is planning to start a textile shop, textile seems to be the right whatever commodity, because it links to public, it links to luxury goods or whatever, luxury or whatever, where there is export import. So maybe it is fine. However, he has to be careful. he has to be careful because there would be losses. There would be losses. At the end, there could be some positive impact because it's not crossing. If it was crossing, then it is not good. If it is touching, then the impact of a female or impact of somebody is going to help the native. It should never cross. Like here it is crossing over is not good. Okay, so this is in short quick explanation about this. You can also see that the structure of the palm, you can see that this suddenly drops. You will see that the moon is occupying very less space. It should have gone straight like this, but it's occupying less space here. So that also shows that the moon is not favorable, is not giving a favorable result in the palm. Okay, so this is a short analysis of a chart which I have, and a palm which I have explained in my book in detail about each of these two. What does this mean? Three, what does this mean? How we can look and verify and validate things in the chart. But here we are only focusing on the Mercury and the moon, impact of Mercury on moon. Thank you very much.